Hello and welcome to Will Wednesday on the 5-Day Gaming channel. We are playing Kerbals today, and that is because, as you can see, 1.2 is now out, loud and clear. They've added this new system which includes needing to have communication line of sight, and so satellites are very important now. Now that's something you could add before in mods and such, but this is the first time it's in the vanilla game, and so that's a good excuse for me to start a whole new campaign. We're going to go all over again, and that means I need a name other than, well, yeah, okay, we'll be Will Wednesday. That can be the name of the campaign, why not? And it's going to be career, because I do these things properly. And you get all of these wonderful, wonderful flags, but I like retro. That's my favourite by far. So that will be our space program. Let's go. Now, I have played this quite a lot, but I have never got past Minmus before, so I'll have to hope I can do better than that this time around. Okay, so this is our space center. We've got research and development here, but we need science to unlock that. This is our reputation. I haven't quite figured out what that's for. And those are our Kerbal monies, which we do need a lot of. So that will help us view all the orbits, vehicle assembly, the astronaut complex, where we can hire our Kerbals, the spaceplane hangar, launch pad, runway, and mission control, where we can decide our missions, and this is how we earn our money. So I think that will be a fairly easy one to get, but at this stage we've only got a max of 2 contracts. So while this one is easy, okay, we're going to try this one and hope that these 2 stay, because those the more stars the better, basically. But we can at least do those 2 very quickly, and that will mean we can just get right on with it. Okay, let's build a rocket. Got it. Right, need our command module, and look, they've changed all the tabs here, so they're a bit more. Look, we've got a whole communications tab. This is all together before in different ways, so they've actually done quite a lot of work. It's interesting to see it all come together. This is the only engine I have right now, and I have to lob it straight onto the module. There's no couplers yet. We can have fins. Structural. That's quite a good idea. I like to have the angle snap on. Okay. So we could put those on, and that means we can put some more engines on. We can make this very powerful. Well, as powerful as we can. Great. But we don't want all of those on the same stage. So, put the middle one on that stage, I'll put these 3 on the first stage. Okay. So they'll fire first, then that, and then lastly the parachute. Brilliant. And of course, we shall get Jebediah up first. I think that's a good tradition to keep to. Doesn't need a version, it's just the first one. The first thing. I kind of love how in the Kerbal Space Program they just skip like what we did in real life, which was sending up Sputnik and whatnot. I mean, Sputnik went up in 1957. And it only took them 4 years to get to send a human up as well, Yuri Gagarin, in 1961, in Vostok 1. But Kerbals doesn't bother with that. They obviously aren't very good with computers. They just send a Kerbal up straight away. There's no messing around. And here we are on our launch pad. There's Jebediah looking very happy. And this is it. This is the new thing. So we've got full crew control, signal strength 100%, data RX. I've done a silly thing. I've realised already. We are going to Oh. Can we revert flight? Oh, that's it. Vehicle assembly. My word. I realised we want to put some mystery goo on this so we can actually do some science, because that's one of the most important things. Okay, now we're going to launch. Quickly wheeled it straight back in so they could weld the canister back on. Now we're back out again. Here we go. Right, let's turn the SAS on, even though it doesn't give us much stability assist yet. When he's learnt a few more stars, he can help us a bit better. I can turn the throttle up and down, but it's not going to make any difference, because these aren't throttleable engines. Let's just go! Yes! Very satisfying doing that bit. Oh, they're already done. Okay, middle stage. Let's see how high we can get it. I mean, we are going pretty fast, I think. Okay, well that's that. We're not going to go any faster than that. How high are we going to get though? Are we going to break 7,000? It looks like it. Yeah. Okay. While we're up here, let's observe some mystery goo. Excellent. Keep experiment. We've launched our first vessel. We've hit some milestones. What was this? So, gather scientific data from Kerbal. Does that count as in the air, do you think? We are still in Kerbal. Okay, I'll do it when we land. I'll do a science report with Jebediah. Launch the actual parachute so that we don't slam into the ground at a 100 meters per second. That would be quite bad. But it looks like we haven't wandered very far at all. We haven't put much direction on our flight. We literally went straight up, which is good. But it does mean we're going to land right next to the landing pad. We obviously drifted a tiny bit, but not much. That is some pretty accurate flying, really. This is the most relaxing bit. If you've done like a terrifyingly long mission, the most relaxing bit is getting back to the point where you're just drifting above the ground with the parachute. We're going to be safe, and we're going to be fine. Although, that said, with this many engines, this craft is probably a bit heavy for the parachute. So there may be some small explosions, but Jebediah probably signed up expecting a few explosions. Ugh. What a landing, I have to say. He's fine. Right, okay. Crew report. 1.5 science from the launch pad. Not much, but hopefully that is enough to achieve our contract. There we go. Launch pad. Mystery goo. Recovery. Very good. So we've got 23 science now. We've got all of these parts recovered. And Jebediah Kerman came back. Kerbin's the planet. Did we do it? Yes. Yes. Very good. Okay, we can take the new missions now. This is the one. We want to escape the atmosphere, and we want to orbit Kerbal. Yes. We will do it. It will be done. And now we can unlock some new parts. Basic rocketry, get us a few new engines, and engineering. Very good. Now we've got 13.5. Is that enough for any more? Not that, not that, not that. Although this one will be important later. Heat shields. Very important. Okay, so we're going to have to gather some more science. And we're going to have to make a bigger ship. If we're going to escape the atmosphere, it's going to be important. Okay. Let's strip it back down to the basics, and this time, for the next version, how about we have that aligned a bit properly. Okay, so now if I'm right. Yeah, we've got stacked decouplers. So, next time we don't have to land on an engine. We can get rid of the engine first. Ah, we've got an actual throttle engine now. So, put that in. I'll have that. Thank you. Then we can put a new stage in. With a hammer. Very good. This staging is all working out quite nicely. At the side here. Okay, so now we've got that engine. Will that be enough to get it out of the atmosphere? See, we've got weight limits and part limits because of the size of our launch pad, so we're going to have to be fairly conservative. I can't go completely crazy just yet. But maybe I can just throw in a few of these little engines in first. Yes. Just about. Okay. That's good. Okay, so they will all launch. I can't decouple these, so they're just going to have to be dead weight for now. Next version will be better, right? And we've unlocked some more signs. Oh, these are our communicatrons now. I wonder if I need them yet. Deployable antenna. Okay, I didn't actually look. Next time, if we actually get high, I don't need 3 of those. Just 1 will do, fine. 1 thermometer as well, so that'll get us a bit more science. Okay, this is quite a nice looking ship. I'll call it the Bancan V2. Now we can have a version. And we can get Valentina in. She can be our next pilot, she can get some experience. Of course, she is named after Valentina Tereshkova, who was the first woman in space. So Gagarin doesn't get anything, we just have Jebediah. But Valentina, she flew 2 years after Gagarin, it was 1963. And it was sort of Sergei Korolov's idea to get the Soviets another first to beat the Americans. The Americans took forever to get a woman in space. They weren't all that trusting and, liberal, weirdly. But the Soviets did it. And Kerbals are going to do it. They have no reservations. Here we go. Full power up. Oh wow, that's got a spin on it. That has got quite a spin on it. I guess that must be because of that bit. But, okay, it slowed down. No, it was because of these guys. Maybe they're not perfectly aligned. My bad. Not very well rated rocket. But, we're going up. Nearly perfectly. I'm barely having to do any steering yet. Oh, no, now I do. Okay. Or rather, Valentina does. This is where she proves. She proves herself a Kerbal Nord. Right, we're going pretty fast. We're going faster than last time, I think. But we have to get to 70,000 to get above the atmosphere. So, we've got a long way to go still. Okay, but we were going up so fast that it was glowing red. Right. Orbital view. Let's see how high we're going to get. Not quite 70,000. So, okay, we don't need that much throttle. So we'll throttle this little engine for a bit to get us a bit more fun. Okay, we're already at 70,000 there. We'll go a little bit higher. Just a bit. Not that I desperately am after the speed. I love that you can throttle even when you're not at that point. You can see the orbit change. Very useful tool. Okay. We're up here, Valentina. You get to see the curvature of Kerbin here. That's the stage falling away. One of the last ones. Or is that the debris? No, that is ours. We did it! We are above the atmosphere. We are definitely coming back very soon, I can assure you. We're not going that far. This isn't an orbit, this is just an escape. You see, that was another interesting thing I found. That the first man in space, Gagarin, did an orbit of the Earth, like first time around. But the first American in space, just to say that they'd done it, was Alan Shepard. And he did this. He did a suborbital flight, just straight up and straight down. It was the best they could do at the time. Yeah. That's a good point. Must do my science while I'm up here. Log the temperature. Very nice. Let's look at the goo. It appears to have become brittle. Very nice, okay. And, oh no, not that one. Valentina can tell us what she seems to think. The sky seems to be mostly below us. That is some good thinking. Look at this. This is all of the antenna stuff. This is all new, so I'm not really sure what to expect from it. Okay, we've got plenty of fuel. I'm not going to try and get us into an orbit. I want to save this. Because we're going to come down pretty fast. Like, straight down. So what we want is to do what SpaceX do when they're landing their boosters, their reusable boosters, back on the drone ships. We want to save a bit to slow down. Because otherwise we'll just come crashing down. I know this now. I have learnt the hard way in previous versions. You'll notice we can't do an EVA yet. That's something that we can do later when we have improved the astronauts complex. Basically, we've given them the training that they actually need. But we can look around inside the ship. This is desperately, one day, I want to be able to do this, but with VR. I want to put my VR headset on. Oh, there's the moon. And to sit inside these spaceships that I've made. That'd be so beautiful. I mean, she's only got a little window, but she can really see around. Wouldn't that be lovely? Okay, one day. Let's not face this way because we won't be able to turn around if we're not careful. Right, okay, we're coming down very fast. 700 meters per second and climbing. So, when we start getting into the atmosphere, I'm going to start burning and slowing us down. Because I don't think this parachute's going to be able to do it, and this module obviously doesn't have heat shields yet. So there's only so much we can do. Okay, here we go. Here we go. There we go, that's given us a bit more stability. Sorry, I wasn't doing a very good job of controlling it there. It's going to be nice and slow and gentle. Because we are coming down very rapidly. Haven't hit the thickest part of the atmosphere yet, but when we do, we need to be ready. Okay. Don't call me paranoid. Look, the last thing I want is to have my first Kerbal get into space and then immediately smash into the ground. Like, immediately kill them. That'd be the worst. Okay, no more fuel. So, that's gone. We are quite nice slow speed now. Again, we didn't travel very far over land, but we did go very high, and that's the main thing. There we go. And we broke the land speed record. Oh, distance record. We travelled 3,000 meters. So that's from there to over here, is it? Oh dear. There goes that engine. Space travel is very wasteful. Wow. Well, I'm glad we weren't on that bit. Is this... Are we... Oh, phew. Thank God for that. I thought we were coming in a bit hot. Not hot, heavy. Not heavy, fast. There we go. Okay. So, Valentina, you have done your first flight. That's very good. That's exactly what we want. And we'll have got a lot of science from it. As you'll notice, we can only do those experiments once. What if we wanted to do them again? She'd have to get out, get the data, and put them in here, and basically reset the experiments. But that's something we'll do later with when we have scientists and can do EVAs and things. I haven't even needed to speed this up yet. The moon, of course. That's where we're going to get the moon. Sorry, M-U-N for Kerbals. They call it the moon. Eventually, we will get a contract to send us there, and that's when we can really start building big rockets, because you get a lot of money to do that. And with them, you need the money to upgrade all the facilities. The career mode is actually very well balanced. I'm very happy with it. It's kind of sets you going at a good it sort of paces you. There we go. 5 meters per second is pretty good for a landing, I think. See? Look at that. We've got something. Returned to the surface from outer space. Perfect. Recover. Okay, let's see what we did. What have we got? Okay. Oh, we got so much science! That's so good! We've got lots of funds, and Valentina got some experience. Perfect. Perfect.